because we thought that it should be a publication that would be folksy enough that people would write in and make comments and share their information, but also it would be an archival sort of publication also that would preserve the writing about the patterns and the information about the patterns. And combine those two together, we felt was the way to go, and we coined the name NewsJournal, and without any space between the two words, so that it would be like a word unto itself, a new word. And it caught on, and nobody ever asked us, why did you call it the NewsJournal? It just seemed to be accepted, and that was fine with us, because we didn't want to apologize for having selected it, and we were glad that we didn't need to.
Well, going back to the education, very early on we started what we called then, and I guess they still do, pattern profiles, and encouraged people to write about what they collected. And Mel later was the first chairman of that, and he had done a wonderful, wonderful article on the classic pattern for the National Glass Club. And he was very happy to take on that responsibility. And I think we've had from time to time some real worthwhile articles in the NewsJournal about people's collections.
Yes, I agree. The pattern profile was one of the building blocks. That concept, if we knew that in the repository of knowledge in the field of pattern glass is in the people who collect the glass, and most people of necessity specialize in one or a few patterns, and they know more about that pattern, those and the people like them, than anybody else in the world. Because there are so many patterns that nobody knows everything about every pattern. Not even the dealers know all of the patterns, and they certainly
or
don't.
the writers, for
and
that
some of the
matter.
authors too. So this, if we could find a way to encourage people to share their knowledge that they had already accumulated and were accumulating, without regard to any pattern glass society, just because they like the glass, this would be a wonderful thing to get and to preserve. And so Joe mentioned that we started talking up the idea of writing pattern profiles, and I originally called them folios. In the flyers I spoke of having these folios, which would be pattern profiles, and then I thought we would say maybe even we could have these published and sell them for some nominal price, maybe, to people who would be interested enough to just buy them without becoming a member of the society. But we never concentrated.
Sort of like a monograph.
No.
Yeah, monograph. Yes, exactly. And we never have pursued that. Perhaps that could be something somebody might do sometime.